What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I want to share a live trade that I took today on Tesla and break down why I took this position. The main reason as to why I took this position was because of a supply range on Tesla as well as on the ES that both coincided at the same time, and that is why I was looking for the rejection and the downside, and this is why I played put options on Tesla this morning. We're going to get a little Carmine Rosado style here, shout out Carmine, and show you the importance of the supply rejection on the ES in Tesla and how you can use this to find your entries. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to tune in to the pre-market live stream starting every day at 8 a.m. So guys, we're going to go ahead and start on the analysis behind the trade, and then we will run over the live trade. So here is Tesla on the 4-hour chart, and coming into today, we saw a lot of strength to the upside on Tesla. However, we were opening below a very important supply zone on Tesla, and that was right here around the 845 to 860 zone. The reason I was watching this is for multiple reasons. First of all, in the short term, we rejected this zone back on the 22nd of July. We pushed into that zone and we had a rejection. Now this zone stems back to back here. This is back in April and May of this year. You can see we had support, 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 and support. And this is where we ultimately broke below. So if we're coming back into that zone where we had previous support, there's going to be a supply level. There's going to be sellers there, and it's going to be heavy for the stock to get back above that previous support. Previous support turns into resistance. Previous demand here turned into supply here around this 845 level. You can see that we pushed into it, we rejected it, and we came back into it today in the pre-market. Now, if I go to the 1-minute chart, you're going to see that this morning, right here is where I took the trade, which we will go over live. This morning, we pushed into this supply level. We chopped around for about 10-15 minutes, which I did get chopped up in, and I will show you in the video. I don't have the first trade recorded live where I took the loss, but I will share with you guys where I took that loss and show you where I got sort of chopped up in this position. You can see that we did get chopped up, but I was very convicted on this setup. I knew that Tesla had supply at this level, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't go away from this setup just because I took a loser on the first trade. I wanted to make sure that I was still convicted in the setup, and that is why I got back in and took this thing down, and I actually wrote it almost the entire way down. I think contracts at one point were up 50-60%, so a very nice trade here off of this supply rejection on Tesla. Now, that is only the first part of the trade. The second part of this trade is how the S&P 500 supply rejected at the same time that Tesla did, and those two things together is what gave me even more confidence to take this position. So if I run over to the ES, guys, you're going to see, if I go to the 5-minute chart, yesterday's highs, right here. It's a short-term level, but it is a very important level. Yesterday's highs after the FOMC was 4,040. It's right in this general area. This is yesterday's highs. This is the after hours, and here is today's trading. You can see that this morning, we pushed into that exact same level, 40.40, and we started to reject it. If I go to the 1-minute chart, if I go to market open, you're going to see right here at market open, we pushed into that 40.40 level. We could not get above it. You can clearly see the resistance above, the wicks that the ES was putting on the upside of the candles, meaning that the price action was pushing it lower. And when I saw the ES give up this level, when I saw it break under this candle right here and start to give up that supply level and start to reject, that was at the exact same time that I took the Tesla play, which corresponded to that ES rejection of supply, which was at the exact same time that Tesla rejected its 4-hour major supply as well. So using the supply on the ES and the Tesla to find my position, I didn't use the 9 EMA. I didn't use anything besides focusing on the supply zone that was rejecting on the ES and Tesla at the same time. I hope that analysis makes sense. We're using the S&P 500, the ES futures, which is the overall stock market, seeing where it will reject, where is a previous rejection point, and then looking at individual stocks, knowing that the ES could reject here, what else do I think could reject at this level as well? I was watching Tesla as I always do, and I saw that the ES and the Tesla rejection were coming in at the same time, and that is a very nice setup for some downside. So with that said, now I want to go ahead and run the live trade, share with you guys everything that went on live in the Discord chat. What you're hearing is exactly the voice chat from the Discord community. I trade live there every single day. I say when I get in, when I get out. I'm very transparent about the trades that I take. I'm here every single morning trading live, sharing the trades that I take, and the Tesla trade was one of them. So let's go ahead and run that live clip, go over the trade, share with you guys how this all went down. All right, guys, I'm back in Tesla puts. Stop over 844. I want to see this start to give up. I like this supply a lot. I'm trying to trade it. Stop over 844. Here we go. Come on now. Let's see if it wants to continue lower. I like it. Market looks weak. Let's let it ride a little bit. I'm taking a little bit off right there. A little bit of profit. I like, if it breaks 830, I like this back to yesterday's close, which is 824. I'm going to take a little bit more off on Tesla there, protect myself. Now I have a little bit of a smaller position and I can just sort of relax at this point. I'm up 1,400. Yeah, it got a little messy in the beginning. Had the right idea, but got a little messy there. But finally it worked out. I knew it would, it just needed a little bit of patience. All right, I'm letting these ride. Looking good. Beautiful rejection of 40-40, guys, on the ES. That was everything. All right, I'm going to go down to one put on Tesla. All right, getting ready. If I see this NASDAQ pop here. All right, I'm out. Took it, guys. So guys, you saw the live trade and you saw where I pointed out the first loss that I took. I took that loss because I did get faked out of this position. I liked the setup. I was convicted in the setup, but I didn't want to get too risky. I still understood that it was early morning, and I still had the idea that maybe Tesla can push through this supply, and I don't want to get too aggressive. I was in a little bit early, trying to catch it maybe a little bit too early, and I had to take the loss on that first position. However, I was still very convicted in the play. I knew the supply was there, and I knew the ES rejection was there as well. When I started to see the ES give up more and more and started to show even more rejection, that's when I got back into Tesla, and I saw that it broke under a very key level, which is around this 844 level. I was sort of focusing right here around this 844, 842, right in this general area. And once we saw that candle break under that and start to really slip, that's when I got aggressive and got back in. So you saw in the live trade, I started to scale out as I got profits, making sure I'm locking in those profits, scaling out, taking profits, and then leaving myself with one runner. I wanted to let this thing go. I saw the weakness on the ES and Tesla, and I just wanted to let it go. At that point, one contract can't really affect me. I'll give back some profits on it, but I wanted to see how far can Tesla drop. Let's see how far I can ride this last contract out. I've locked in 9 of my 10 contracts with one left. Let's see how far it goes. If it goes up, if it goes down, it is what it is. Let's just keep some skin in the game and see how much more profit I can make on this. Eventually, I did get stopped out of that position, as you can see, and that was the end of my day. I took the supply rejection on Tesla, and that was it. Very nice trade, good setup, supply rejection corresponding with the S&P 500. This is the importance of supply and demand and why you should implement it into your trading. If you have any questions on this trade, make sure to drop them down below. I'm more than happy to share any of my insights with you guys that are subscribed and watch my videos. Make sure to press that like button before you head out. Help me get to 50,000 subscribers. We are almost there. And last but not least, make sure to go ahead and check out the pre-market live stream starting every single morning at 8 a.m. where we review these plays, we review these rejection points, review the supply and demand on the overall market, on individual stocks to prepare you for every single trading day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.